Beautiful blue skies. It's 24 degrees. Got the aircon blasting in his face. Life's good. Yeah, so we've just gone in there, we've mapped out his points, we've gone through the full job with the client. She's really happy with where the lights and sockets and switches are going and where the fuse boards are going to go. Just going to head over to where that butcher's were the other day, where we got them cakes and it was like a ham sandwich. We asked them to put gravy in. Oh, it was so nice. So I'm going to get that again, I think. Right then, food time. We can't beat it on a day like today. Woo! Oh, look at these little bad boys. 2 Victoria sponge cakes for me and the customer. She's lucky she can have one of these. That is a good sandwich. It's a good 9 out of 10 that. Richmond's Butchers. Absolutely gorgeous. So, there's not a lot going on in this as far as the electrics in this house, so they just want it quite minimalistic. So it's normally just 1 or 2 sockets per room, a switch and a light. The only exception is this room where we're going to refeed these lights. So we'll refeed them 2, refeed the wall lights and that wall light. So we're going to have to come bottom up along and then up to your light here. Then again, we're going to have to come from the floor along and up to your light there. So then wall lights, I'll wire them back to the switch, so it'll be feeds to the switches. And then from your switch there'll be a feed where you can kind of connect on your neutral and have your switch wires coming out of your switch terminal. So these lights will, again, if you're doing feeds to switches, we can wire from a cable from here up and then try and fish him in. So hopefully if the joists run that way, we can just get access to this bit and kind of fish the cable along and get him into here. So we'll send the cable from here down to the switch, here down to the switch, the wall lights down to the switch, and then that'll be the lighting wired up into this room. So this room is going to be light switch socket. It's your light, your switch is going to go there, and the socket's just going to bob down here. There's going to be a 3-gang switch. So 1 switch is going to do the bathroom, 1 switch is going to do the top landing, and 1 switch is going to do the light at the bottom. As we've got a switch to go in here, put the light in the centre of the room. There's going to be a socket going behind those wardrobes. Then in here there's going to be a switch here, light centralised again, and there's just going to be 1 socket over here. In this room, switch there, socket down here, and light in the lit room. Then finally there's just the bathroom. So I've got Nate from ND Plumbing. So he's going to put a brand new bathroom in, so it's going to look really nice. He's going to get that white cladded ceiling, and we're just going to put 3 spots down the centre. Originally we're going to think about putting 4 spots in, because it's a weird shaped room. It makes a lot more sense just to go like a spotlight there, spotlight in the middle, and then a spotlight over there. So there'll just be a straight run down there. So we'll probably go from the fuse board, probably under, up this wall to this switch, so the feed comes into here, and the feed will come down, round, up into here, and then we can come down again and up into this one, and then you can just wire a cable from here to the light, or wire a cable from this kitchen one to the light. And here obviously we've got this 3-gang, so we'll just go, one's going to do that one, one's going to do that one, and then one's going to do the wall lights. I might put an intermediate switch in here for the downstairs, so if you come through this door, want to turn on that really without going right to the end and pressing that switch over there. So all I have to do is the 3-card earth switch, which would have gone from here up to the top switch, we'll just run it via that switch and put an intermediate switch on. So that'll be the downstairs lighting wired. So this is the kitchen. There's not a lot going in here. We're going to put another socket down there to do the washing machine. There's going to be a socket behind here which is going to do the oven. And there's going to be a socket above the worktop which is just going to do like the microwave and the toaster. That's that. There's going to be a socket over here for the fridge. Living room, there's just going to be a socket down here, socket down there for the TV. So we're still going to mark that out, but we've just done like a little box up more with DS on it for the little socket. So the sockets for downstairs will come bottom up, so from the under the floor up, so that's the plan. If it's concrete floors you couldn't do that, but you can just tell by stamping. It sounds hollow. If it's like a really tight thud, it's obviously concrete. If there were quite a lot of high powered appliances in, or like a single oven in, then I'd wire it kitchen socket separate and then downstairs sockets separate again. Because there's only like 2 sockets going in there, one in the hallway, we might as well bang it on the same one. So what we'll do, we'll wire from the fuse board to point number 1, 2 above, 3, 4, 5 for the living room, 6 for that corner. This one over here, 7, and back to the fuse board. It'll only be 7 points, they're not pulling anything really. What have you got? Fridge, TV, a little spark on a gas ignition, which is nothing. The most they're going to be plugging in is a microwave and a kettle at the same time. So I'm quite happy the whole of downstairs can go on one ring instead of splitting it into downstairs sockets and kitchen sockets. So that's downstairs sorted. I'm knackered walking around talking into the camera without need time to breathe. So upstairs, the way we're going to wire that, we'll wire that from the fuse board up the chase like we mentioned earlier, come through into the landing, and then we can wire up for the upstairs lights. We'll talk about the lights first. So bring the lighting feed up to this switch, and then from that switch we'll go to the 4 down lights in the bathroom. We'll also go from here to each of the lights now, so bringing the feeds into the lights. So we'll go feed into the switch, carry it through into the loft, bring it into this light in here. From that light we can go into this room, bring it to that light. From that light we'll bring it to this room. So from there you need to bring a switch wire back down from your light to the switch. So what we'll do, we'll bring a switch wire, so it's just a twin and earth cable, from the light down to your switch, from the light down to the switch, and from the light down to the switch, and then that'll be the upstairs lighting wired. So we've got some 2 ways to bring in. So we're going to send 2 3-core earths from this switch to this switch, but don't forget the one for the downstairs lighting is going to go via the 1-gang intermediate switch in the hallway. So you can switch on the hallway light from the kitchen door side, the bottom of the stairs side, and the top of the stairs. And then lastly it's just upstairs sockets. So we'll go from the fuse board up the channel, we'll come from here, we can pick up this socket through here, we can come from there then to the socket to go right inside of the bed there. So from there we'll bring it into this little single landing socket that you want, and from there we'll bring it into this socket just there, and then from there we can come back to the fuse board, and then that'll complete the ring. So obviously it's quite a lengthy process, it's going to be quite dusty. I've let the customer know that this is not a clean job, it gets dust everywhere, stays in the air for at least 2 weeks afterwards. But if you want your house to be safe, you want to know that the electrics are going to last for years and years and years to come, then it's a good time to do it if you're looking to be renovating the house. If this is your kind of forever home, then you need to make sure that the plumbing's sorted and the electric's sorted. There's no point decorating it and getting it all nice and spending loads of money on the house when 5 years down the line or 3 years down the line the electrics goes and then you have to just rip it all out and start again. So we decided to choose new positions for all the stuff. That way we can get all these cables in, get it all second fixed, all dead, and then there'll be a day when it's a switch over where we'll kill all the old stuff, chop it all out, rip all the old cabling out, and then reinstate the new one. So plan of attack, we're going to get all the points just marked out on the wall, ready to chase out, and then we're going to have a look at routes. So you've got to look at routes of where you're going to run cables from and to. This fuse board's going to sit here, so we're going to pull this shelf out, and then the new box will sit like here. So we'll get a new fuse board in there. The cables can bob up here then. We can drill the back of all the shelves all the way to the top. And then once we get to the top we can send it that way to get us into the landing above and across to the bedrooms. I'm hoping if we can lift this carpet up here we can get access to some floorboards. So let's have a look. So we'll cut a hatch in here. If we can crawl under anything, great. If not, we'll have to rod it, so we'll cut a hole here. We'll have to get us fiberglass rods, rod it all the way under the floor to a hole we'll make down here. Wow, it's so warm, flipping it. Must be like 50 degrees now. So humid in this house. But yeah, we've got this floor up. Got a nice bit of access down there, so we can fish from there. Fish being attaching fiberglass rods together and kind of pushing it along towards where you want it to go to. Yes, this job's all set up now. So we've lifted up floorboards under every socket, switch. So when we actually come tomorrow and chase out the walls, we can just lift up the floorboards and get the cables in really quick. But yeah, this job's set up. So we've gone through all the positions with the client, marked out on the wall, so they're really happy that they're going to get what they want basically. So the fact we've gone around and marked all the sockets and switch positions, there can't be any complaints after everything's on the quote. If they wanted to add an extra socket, we've made sure it's gone on the quote, it's gone down as a variation. See, that's us done for today. I've compiled a little list of stuff we need to get for tomorrow, so we'll probably just get a couple of drums of 2.5, a couple of drums of 1mm, all the back boxes, stuff like that. Yeah, that's us done for today. So tonight I've got to go for a run with a few mates, so yeah, I haven't run for ages, I'm going to be knackered. It's like 20 odd degrees outside, I'm going to be sweltering. If you like this kind of content, then just click the like button, click subscribe, click the little bell notification so you know when we upload next. And as always, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.